Okay, this video is going to review the skin model that we have here for the AP1 lab at Baker. So some of the things that we'll be covering in the winter 2016, so depending on the semester, this may change a little bit, but the models are tried and true. So starting with some of the structures that we have here, so we have the hair the hairs coming out of the skin. We're going to have the sebaceous glands that are attached onto each of the hair follicles. We're going to have the erector pili muscles that will be attaching to each of the hairs. We have the hair follicle down at the end. Here we have a cross section. You can kind of see the bulb of the hair. So we have sebaceous glands attached to the hairs, and then the glands that we have that are not attached to the hair follicles are going to be your sudoriferous or your sweat glands. So that's going to be this white one here, and it will rise up and have a pore where it exits out through the epidermis. So another eastern sweat gland here, and then the pore where it opens up. We have the top layer of the skin called the epidermis. So that goes from here to this dark blue line here. That's all epidermal tissue or stratified squamous. And then from here down, this area here is all the dermal layer, the second layer of the skin. And then once we get down to the bottom here, we're going to have the subcutaneous or the hypodermis. And then we'll have some adipose and some fat tissue down here. We're going to have some of the receptors, the Merkel's discs, the pressure receptors, the Pacinian corpuscles, some of the nerve structures that help us to perceive different types of touch, pain. We have free nerve endings here with the yellow. I don't know how well that shows up there, but the receptors are not being covered this semester, but you want to pay attention to them because we'll be talking about those in the lecture portion, and just so that you can see how they're throughout this tissue. And then depending on which semester and if it's covered or not, we have the 5 layers of the epidermis here. And so the top layer is your stratum corneum. The second layer is going to be the stratum lucidium. And that is typically found only in the palms of the hands, soles of the feet. The next layer down is going to be the spinosum, or I'm sorry, the granulosum, then the spinosum layer, and then this dark purple layer here. This is going to be the stratum basal. And then where this dermis and the epidermis reach together, these things are called the dermal papillae. And if these are located down the hands and the feet, this is one of the things that gives us your unique fingerprints. Okay, so hopefully this helps as a review for the model, but take some pictures yourself and make sure that you're looking at this in the lab and open lab, because this is one of those models that's it's good to see in person so that you can truly visualize all the parts of it.